Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get
Yeah.
back in our living situation, back to living what we know because we're training for it 9 months.
Mike Tyson drops bombshell on live TV. This is insane. Mike Tyson just unleashed a bombshell on live TV during his interview with Steve Covino and Rich Davis on Fox Sports Radio. And let me tell you, it's the kind of honesty that makes you question if he's brutally real or just messing with us all. For weeks, we've all been stuck in this endless loop of speculation. Was November 15th a carefully crafted stunt, a shady fix, or just an epic disaster?
Oh no, I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little.
So, did you watch it back or anything or no?
I haven't watched the fight. No, I have not.
Neither Mike nor Jake Paul seemed interested in clearing the air, leaving us with nothing but conspiracy theories and frustration. But finally, Tyson decided to step up, and the way he lays it all out, so raw, so unfiltered, it's impossible not to laugh and cringe at the same time. Whether you choose to believe his version of the story or toss it aside, one thing's certain, this man knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats.
What was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah, a little bow at the end. He bowed.
That's the last thing I remember.
And we all know Mike Tyson's showdown with Jake Paul was an absolute emotional roller coaster for all of us. And yet, despite the fat payday and the spectacle of it all, Tyson came out of it not with a sense of triumph, but with depression. Yep, the man who once scared entire divisions into early retirement openly admitted that the whole experience left him feeling kind of depressed.
Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know because we're training for it 9 months.
Because apparently when you're Mike Tyson, knocking someone out isn't the only punchline. The emotional aftermath hits just as hard. 9 months of grinding training, all for one night under the blinding lights, only to wake up the next morning and realize, well, life goes on. Tyson compared it to free falling from an emotional high, which, let's be honest, is something only someone like him could describe so vividly.
About what's next.
It was the real fight.
And then there's the fight itself. For a guy whose career is filled with highlights that play on repeat in every boxing fan's brain, Tyson had almost nothing to say about this one. Like, zilch. The man couldn't even recall the basic details of the match. His biggest takeaway? Jake Paul bowing at the end.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it.
You didn't even remember it. I heard
but my body was really sore.
It was sore the next day?
Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
That's it. No vivid breakdowns of punches, no tales of epic strategy, just one foggy memory of a YouTuber paying his respects. And here's the kicker. Tyson didn't even feel like he'd pushed himself physically. He barely broke a sweat during the fight. Yet somehow the next morning, his entire body felt like it had been steamrolled. Chest, stomach, you name it. Everything hurts. For a guy who once defined the phrase, built different, waking up sore after a supposedly effortless bout raises more eyebrows than a poorly aimed uppercut.
Clips where, like, you're holding back a right-hand punch, in my opinion as a fan, to not be exposed so that you don't get hit. Is that what was happening in that clip, or you don't even know?
What was happening? You have to show me. I was just, listen, know what I remember?
No.
I'm coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh,
but of course, no Tyson story is complete without a hefty dose of controversy. As soon as clips from the fight hit the internet, fans turned into detectives. Some swore Tyson was holding back, pulling punches like he was sparring with a toddler. Others said it was the inevitable sign of age catching up to a legend. A 60-something Tyson simply couldn't throw the same bombs anymore.
Oh, not at all. Listen, I wouldn't have realized any of it if it went 3-minute rounds. I didn't realize it.
And then there were those who claimed the whole thing was staged, a neatly packaged drama to keep the Jake Paul saga alive. Tyson, he shrugged it off, literally. The guy admitted on live radio that he barely remembers the fight. Adrenaline, nerves, decades of hard hits to the head. Who knows? But the fact that Tyson himself can't explain it only adds fuel to the conspiracy fire.
Hey, after I woke up, I told my wife, why did I do that? I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
And what was her response? Like, what was your family's response to everything?
They were just supporting me.
And let me tell you, over 108 million people tuned in to witness Mike Tyson's latest spectacle, proving once again that this man could sell out a crowd even if he was just standing in a grocery line.
Yeah, I am happy my family saw that. But we don't normally go around and talk about me fighting and stuff. I say I'm a fight, and then they say, Dad's gonna fight.
Even Tyson's family got a front row seat to this tidal wave of public adoration. Can you imagine being one of his kids, growing up knowing Dad as just the guy who tells you to finish your vegetables, only to see millions of people screaming his name? Tyson himself said it was surreal for his family to witness this. For years, he's kept his boxing career separate from his home life. But this fight changed that.
This is what we were talking about. That fight was such a big ascender. We were so up and high. We were so excited. The fight's over. Boom. Wow. I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know. Because we're fighting.
It wasn't just a sporting event. It was a moment for his loved ones to understand the depth of his connection with the fans. And for Tyson, seeing his kids experience that love firsthand was nothing short of heartwarming. Well, as heartwarming as it gets when you're talking about a man whose life has been equal parts triumph and chaos.
They have to be training.
Now, Mike,
Jake punches hard.
He does. I know. He's a big dude, man.
Body hurts so bad.
But because this is boxing and Mike Tyson, nothing ever ends on a purely wholesome note. The feel-good vibes lasted about 5 seconds before the internet did what it does best: start a firestorm of controversy. As soon as the final bell rang, the rigging accusations rolled in like clockwork. Viral clips of Tyson appearing to hold back punches spread faster than a meme, and suddenly everyone became an armchair detective. Was Tyson protecting Jake Paul? Was this some scripted WWE-style drama? Or was it just Tyson being, well, Tyson? The theories were endless, and the debate was as heated as the fight itself. Jake Paul's promotional team wasn't having any of it. They clapped back hard, calling the accusations insulting and reminding everyone that the fight was fully sanctioned and adhered to professional boxing rules. They even threw in some shade about how critics were undermining the hard work both fighters put into the event. But here's the thing: boxing fans are nothing if not persistent.
At 58 to do it, finally.
I don't know. Let's fight, Jake. We talked about it for years. Let's just do it.
And then Tyson, in true Tyson fashion, added fuel to the fire with his post-fight interview. When asked about specific moments that fans claimed looked suspicious, he basically shrugged and said he had no idea what they were talking about. Combine that with his earlier admission of not remembering much from the fight, and you've got yourself a recipe for peak internet speculation. Was he being brutally honest, or was this his way of dodging the tough questions? The ambiguity only made the whole thing juicier.
I see. Is that your house right there?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're living in a beautiful place.
Yes, I am.
Looks like you're living large right now.
Very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. Yes, thank God. Allahu Akbar.
But Tyson didn't let these accusations hold him back. Instead, he built an entirely new empire, starting with his cannabis brand, Tyson 2.0. And let's talk about the genius of this venture for a second, because only Tyson could turn one of the most infamous moments in sports history into a best-selling edible.
You lit up Tyson 2.0. Last time we saw you in Vegas, you handed me a bag of your Mike Bites, the edibles. Fantastic. I loved them.
Yes, I'm talking about Mike Bites, those ear-shaped gummies paying homage to his iconic 1997 ear-chomping showdown with Evander Holyfield. You'd think this would just be a gimmick, right? Nope. It's a full-blown moneymaker, with sales skyrocketing faster than a Tyson uppercut. The guy's pivot from heavyweight champion to cannabis mogul is so smooth, it almost makes you wonder if he planned it all along.
You got Tyson 2.0. Tell us what we got to be trying, and what do you recommend for a guy that's open to this?
Hey, I recommend you try everything.
Yeah? Open your mind up?
You try everything, yeah.
But Tyson 2.0 isn't just about novelty snacks. It's an empire in the making, and Tyson's keeping the buzz alive with hints of what's next. Case in point, His upcoming Netflix special, a project that promises to capture all the wild, unfiltered, hilarious parts of Tyson we've come to love. This isn't just some half-baked documentary. It's Tyson stepping back into the entertainment spotlight, where he's already had hits like The Hangover. Fans are practically foaming at the mouth trying to guess what he'll do next. And honestly, so are we.
Well, I think it's gonna be the ass now, but
The Tyson butt cheeks.
I don't know, guys.
Yo, Mike, you should come out with an edible, Tyson's butt cheeks, right? So that people can eat it.
Oh, I like that.
You
one.
like that? Tyson's cheeks.
Oh, sweet cheek.
Yo,
Tyson's sweet cheeks. I can see it now.
you know what? Yeah.
And then there's the butt cheeks moment. Yes, that moment. Tyson, ever the king of self-awareness, has joked about launching an edible called Sweet Cheeks after the viral sensation his post-fight derriere caused. It started as a laugh, but knowing Tyson, this could very well end up on dispensary shelves. Fans are eating it up, figuratively for now, proving that Tyson's ability to lean into absurdity only makes him more endearing. When you can turn a meme into a marketing idea, you know you've reached peak cultural relevance.
Think any of those dudes have the same fighting guts, like of the Devin Haney's, Tank Davis's, Ryan Garcia's, Teofimo's, of that.
Those guys are tough. We can't overlook those guys. Those guys are tough guys. They just fought different eras.
But Tyson's not all about the business moves. He's still got one eye firmly on the sport that made him a legend. He's been singing the praises of young stars like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, pointing out their grit, skill, and ability to draw crowds like it's the golden age of boxing all over again. And of course, Tyson couldn't resist weighing in on the heavyweights, particularly Tyson Fury's recent loss to Alexander Usyk.
Fury Usyk coming up at the end of the month. The rematch, Fury Usyk 2. Any thoughts on that? Because I know you have connections with Tyson Fury.
I know, but Tyson Fury could have won that fight if he wasn't playing around early in the fight.
I agree.
Let's just say he didn't hold back. Tyson thinks Fury's early round sloppiness cost him the fight, and honestly, he's got a point. It wasn't a scathing critique, more like a tough love reminder that even the best need to stay sharp.
Fury looks up to you so much. Did you feel bad going against him?
I don't even know how that happened, but it happened. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Well, Mike,
With a rematch on the horizon, Tyson's comments have only added to the anticipation and maybe put a little extra pressure on Fury to get his act together. This is what makes Tyson so fascinating. He's not just a retired fighter cashing in on his name. He's a walking, talking, endlessly entertaining force of nature. Whether he's redefining his brand, breaking down the sport he loves, or turning viral moments into business opportunities, Tyson's proving that his legacy isn't just intact, it's still evolving. And honestly, who else could pull that off?